One day, Tom was thinking about how much he'd like a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. He went out for a walk, but he just couldn't stop thinking about that slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. After a while, he came across his good friend the miller. "Hello there, Miller. Do you have a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey for me?" "Yes, Tom. I put a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey on the old log just this morning." "Well, there's no slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey there now." "Good point. You'd better investigate, Tom." Tom thought this was a wonderful idea. The miller gave him a magnifying glass, and Tom began his investigation. "Tell me, Miller, did you take the bread with strawberry jam and honey from the old log?" "No, not me. I was talking to the strawberry mouse." Then the strawberry mouse must have taken the bread with strawberry jam and honey from the old log. I'll soon get to the bottom of this." "Tell me, Strawberry Mouse, did you take the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey that was on the old log?"
Get off my back! I was playing cards with your mum. I remember 'cause your mum won.
So my mum won the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey in a card game. I'm going to get to the bottom of this once and for all and find that slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. Admit it, Mum. You took the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey from the old log, didn't you?
No, my son, but the cat has run away.
Aha! So the cat took the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey, did it? So now I just have to find that cat. I have the feeling I'm getting very close to that slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. Tell me, Miller, have you seen my mum's cat?
Yes, Tom. It was sitting on the old log, but then it ran away.
And when it ran away, did it take the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey with it?
No, Tom.
That's very interesting. Let's look at all this evidence logically. The miller placed a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey on the old log. Then the strawberry mouse took it from the old log, but she lost it to my mum in a card game. So then my mum had a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. But the cat took it and sat down on the old log. Then the cat ran away without the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey, so the slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey must still be on the old log. Hooray! A slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey! I'm a master detective! See that, Miller? A bit of logic to get to the bottom of things, and you find a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey waiting. I tell you what, Tom, why don't you leave half on the old log? Then you'll have something waiting for you next time you come by. And so Tom finally had half a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey, and it tasted just as good as if it had been a whole slice. And he spent the rest of the day sitting on the old log, thinking about nothing at all.
June 7th. Tomorrow is the first day of school. I'm so nervous. What if I'm the only one who eats regurgitated food? June 8th. Great news! Everyone eats regurgitated food. June 10th. Things they teach you in flight class. We are the most accomplished flyers on the planet. Our average speed is 4.5 miles per hour. Leap backward when taking off. Things they should teach you in flight class. Always have a flight plan. June 12th. My parents left us with a babysitter last night. When they got home, 87 of us were stuck to a strip of fly paper. Mom says we were a lot easier to watch before we grew heads. June 14th. Today we practiced landing on moving targets. I am standing on her head right now. June 15th. My school picture came out terrible. Mom says next time I better have all my eyes looking in the same direction. June 17th. My first science assignment is to use my 5 senses to observe something creepy. I chose a first grader. Disgusting! 5 senses observation by fly. See, will not fit in jar. Feel, sticky. Smell, not so good. Hear, annoying slurping sound. Taste, not so bad. June 18. Worm and Spider came over today. We used a magnifying glass to take a really good look at ourselves. Yogurt. Ice cream. Root beer. Nat juice. Dust with milk. Egg. No idea. Dirt. Cabbage. Orange peel. More dirt. Still more dirt. Man, we are filthy. July 2nd. I'm making an All About Me book for my mom. July 13th. I asked my mom why I can't have my own room like Worm. Because you have 327 brothers and sisters, that's why. I told her we could put half of them in the garage to save space. I'm having a timeout in the garage right now. July 14th. Spider's grandfather is so smart. He taught me flies were a very important part of the food chain. Very cool. You're very important. July 15th. Worm sat me down and explained the food chain. That is so not cool. July 16. The babysitter came back last night. She brought a frog. When Mom and Dad got home, we were all exactly where we were when they left. July 21st. Why I would make a good superhero. I have the most powerful flight muscles on the planet. Grrr! I can land upside down. I can see in all directions at once. I see you, Spider. Spider said, superheroes bend steel with their bare hands. You eat horse manure with your feet. I'd better save those puppies. Moments later. Grrr! You're coming home with me, girl. I never thought of it that way. July 22nd. Today I learned that flies beat their wings 200 times per second. No wonder I keep falling asleep in math. July 23rd. I visited my Aunt Rita today. She's been trapped on the wrong side of a screen for a week. My word, how you've grown, dear. August 1st. I just knew I would make an excellent superhero. I have 4,000 lenses in each eye. I can walk on walls. I can change directions in flight faster than the blink of a human eye. Spider said, "Superheroes save the world from outer space villains. Your brain is the size of a sesame seed." I never thought of it that way. August 2nd. Today I told Worm and Spider that I could never be a superhero like I wanted. Worm looked me right in the eyes and said, "The world needs all kinds of heroes." Spider said, "I never thought about it that way." Neither did I.
A day out with Dad.
That's strange. I could have sworn I saw some light bulbs right here just the other day.
What are you looking for, dear?
Light bulbs. The light on the front porch burned out, and that can be very dangerous. I wanted to change the bulb before it got dark.
No problem. I'll just go into town and buy some more while I'm out for my walk.
Thanks, dear. It's such a nice day. Why don't you take the girls with you?
I will. I don't get to spend nearly as much time with them as I would like.
Are you going to go out for your walk?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
I would love to go on a walk. Can we go, please?
Exactly what I was going to invite you to do.
You're the best papa in the world.
I want you to watch for traffic and hold my hand. Okay, girls?
Okay, Papa. I like going downtown. Are we going shopping?
Yes, Mama asked me to buy light bulbs.
Light bulbs are boring. Can we buy her something fun, too?
Sure we can. Maybe we'll go to the flower shop after the appliance store.
Pansies. I think Mama would like some new pansies to plant in her garden.
All right, Kitty, we'll see. But here we are at our first stop, Peterson's appliance store.
Wow! Look at all the shiny new refrigerators. Yeah, and the fancy new television sets. Oh, Mimi, that lamp would look so cute in our room. They have a lot of cool stuff. I can see why Papa likes this store. Oh, Mimi, look! There's the new phone that Papa just brought home. It looks the same.
It should. I bought it here. Time to go.
It was sure fun to look around that store, Papa. I especially like the pretty telephones. Do you come here often, Papa?
Well, I wouldn't say often, but it does take a lot of appliances to run a household. So whenever we need a new one, your mama and I come down here to pick it out, not including the telephone. I'll bet you can name some of the things we've bought from there.
The refrigerator?
That's right. Mimi, your turn. Can you think of one?
Sure can. The washing machine.
Good job, girls. The appliance store has everything to help make our house warm and cozy and gives Mama and I the help we need to take good care of you.
Speaking of Mama, look, there's the flower store. I can see the perfect one from here. Me too, Kitty. Can we go inside and buy it now, Papa?
Your mama is lucky to have such thoughtful girls.
All these flowers smell so sweet. Ooh, there it is, Mimi. Come on. It's perfect. Yep. All we have to do is pay for it. Right, Pop? Look, a grocery store. Hey, let's check out all the fresh vegetables. Those tomatoes look good. Yeah, and the apples. Fresh fruits and vegetables are the best. You said it. I'd like to take them all home and cook them up into a big stew.
Well, you're always cooking up something. Mimi, what are your favorite vegetables?
My most favorite is tomatoes, but I really like radishes and green peppers. Keep those peppers away from me. I don't like them.
Tell you what, tonight I'll cook and make you both a dish with tomatoes, radishes, and peppers, all stewed together that I guarantee both of you will like.
You promise?
So, can you tell me what kind of things this store sells?
Of course we can, Papa. You've been bringing us to this store since we were little. It's called a stationery store. They sell pencils and notebooks. They also sell colored paper, and crayons and other stuff I really like to play with.
I guess. You girls really know your stationery store. And why not? It's always been one of the best stores in this town.
The bookstore is my very favorite store of all.
How come?
Because inside of all those books are big adventures with pictures of faraway places. I want to own a big bookstore like this one when I grow up.
And I want to own my own flower shop.
I'll read every book in the world.
I'll always have flowers around me.
Okay, girls, what do you think this place is?
Well, that's a mailbox. So this must be a mail store, right?
I've never heard of a mail store before.
Well, actually, it's called a post office, Mimi.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You come here when you want to send a letter.
I remember coming here with Mama when we mailed that letter to Uncle Cheshire.
That's right. At the post office, you can post or mail letters and packages after you've bought a stamp and put it on the envelope.
And then the mail carrier makes sure the mail gets delivered to the right person.
What's so funny, Kitty?
It's funny when the dog chases the mail carrier.
You shouldn't laugh. Mail carriers have a hard job. They have to deliver the mail when it rains or snows and carry big, heavy bags full of letters from house to house.
That's right, Kitty. They do have a hard job. Besides, you wouldn't think it too funny if you got chased by a dog.
No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry, Papa.
What kind of a store do you think this is?
Looks like a drugstore to me.
Wow, look at all the medicines and stuff.
I bet they can cure anything with what's in here.
I guess there must be a lot of sick people to need such a big store full of medicine.
You know, this store isn't full of just medicine, Kitty. They sell quite a few different kinds of things here. Things like cleaning supplies to help keep our house spotless, soap and shampoo, tissues and cotton, and even makeup.
Wow, no wonder Mama likes to come here all the time.
She's here a lot?
Yeah, Mama stops by here every week after she finishes her grocery shopping.
Well, now, I guess I learn something new every day.
I never realized that there were so many different kinds of shops and stores here in town.
Can you name other kinds of stores we didn't visit today?
I don't know. How about a shoe store?
Don't forget the toy store.
Good one, Kitty. Wish I'd thought of it. How about a clothing store?
A pet store.
That's good. Oh, I got one. How about the place where we take our film and get pictures back? You know, the photo shop.
I've got a few. A butcher shop, a hair salon, and a bike shop.
Yep, you know your stores, Kitty.
I'm not finished yet. How about a restaurant, an ice cream shop, and a bakery?
Oh, those shops have something to do with eating.
You know how Kitty feels about food.
Stores that sell good food are my favorite kind of store.
What? Kitty, I thought bookstores were your favorite kind of store.
Yeah, them too.
Papa, what's your favorite kind of store?
I really don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it before.
I got it. I know what it is.
Well, don't keep it to yourself. Tell me.
I can't tell you. It's a secret, right, Dad?
Then it's a secret to me. How could you know what my favorite store is when I don't even know?
'Cause without this store, you couldn't see. Come on.
Kitty, where are you going?
To the optometrist, silly.
Kitty, you are a clever girl.
Activate Cosmic Explorer Unit.
Begin launch sequence. Out among the stars, amazing things to see. Like me, I'm Cosmo. Nice to see you. Here's my family. Come blast off to outer space. See whole other worlds. Cosmo, Cosmo, planet Cosmo. Oh, hello! It's me, Cosmo. I live on the moon. Do you like drawing? I do. Look! Stars! That's right, Saul. Stars! Saul loves the stars.
Are you two ready for bed?
Dad, shh, it's late.
Are you two ready for bed?
Betty, Betty.
And that is the end of the story. I love stories. Good night, Saul. Good night, Cosmo. I love you both.
Good night, Dad. No, nobody. Sol's sometimes a little bit afraid of the dark. It'll be okay. Look. Stars. When Sol can see the stars, he's happy.
Tomorrow, I have a super important, fantastic mission to another planet. Would you and Sol like to come too?
Yes, please, Daddy. Good night.
Good night, Cosmo.
Where are we going?
Where are we going today? Where are we going to play? Where are we going today?
Mercury, Venus.
Earth or Mars?
So many planets out there in the stars. Jupiter, Saturn.
Uranus too.
Don't forget Neptune.
I never do.
Where are we going today? Where are we going to play? Where are we going today? Where are we going today?
Today, we're off to planet Uranus.
That's right. I need Dad to erect a static chromatograph to trace the hydrocarbons in.
You mean I've got to put up a huge machine with my big muscles? I've been working out all week for this.
Let's find out about Uranus.
Hello, Cosmo. Kian here.
This astronomer is going to tell us all about the planet Uranus. So pay attention.
This is the solar system, and these are the planets. This big one is called Uranus. Uranus is a bluey-green colour. It looks beautifully smooth. Uranus is one of the ice giant planets, so it's incredibly cold. So remember, Uranus is a bluey-green planet. It looks very smooth. It's incredibly cold.
Could you please help me remember that? Uranus is a bluey-green planet. It looks very smooth, incredibly cold. Thanks. Cosmo out. Begin launch sequence. Far from the sun, there's a blue-green world. It's called Uranus and it's smooth, not swirled. It's the seventh planet. It's so far away.
Cold, so cold, so cold. Come on,
Let's see Uranus today. Far from the sun, there's a blue-green world. It's called Uranus and it's smooth, not swirled.
Approaching outer planets now. Please specify destination.
Planet Uranus.
That's one of the big ones, right?
Don't you know?
Of course I know. I am a supercomputer, but if you could just give me a clue.
Will you help me find Uranus? Great! Look at these 3 planets. They're all big, but look very different. Could Uranus be this huge brown planet? This yellow planet with the big rings? Or this bluey-green planet? Bluey-green. So this one must be Uranus. Uranus is a bluey-green planet. It looks very smooth, incredibly cold. Dad, let's go. There's planet Uranus.
Warning. Surface unstable.
That means the ground is all squishy. Look, Sol! The clouds are so pretty! Clouds!
Warning, surface unstable.
Uranus! Whoa! Fantastic!
Warning, surface unstable. I did say surface unstable, didn't I? I say a lot of things. Do you not listen? No. No, you don't.
Will you get things wrong?
I do not.
What about that time you computed that the best thing for me to wash socks in would be custard?
I've grown 2,415 times smarter since then.
Right, I better get to work setting up this big fancy machine. Cosmo, I'll need you to look after Saul, okay?
Righto, Dad. Come on, Saul. Let's have a look around.
Gil, open bay doors. I'll need lifter's help for this.
Warning, surface unstable. I don't believe it.
Look, Saul. The sky is beautiful here on Uranus. The sun looks so small. I can barely see it through the clouds. The atmosphere on Uranus, the clouds and gas, is so thick, it's almost impossible to see anything through it. Even the sun. Hey, that's something amazing to tell your friends. The cloudy atmosphere on Uranus is so thick, it's almost impossible to see anything through it. It will be getting dark soon. We better head back and see how Dad is getting on.
This is taking longer than expected, Cosmo. I'm fantastic at it, of course, but, well, Lifter is a little bit clumsy. Excuse me, sweetie. Whoops! I am a silly moo.
Saul is very tired. Is it time to go home?
I have to get this machine finished. There are blankets in the spacecraft. Why don't you take Saul inside and get him tucked up for sleep?
Good night, Saul. No, nobody. Oh no, Saul is scared of the dark. And it's very dark in here. Dad, Saul is scared.
Sorry, Cosmo. I'm a bit tangled up here. You'll have to make him feel happy so he can go to sleep.
Me? I don't know if I can do it.
You can do anything, Cosmo.
Really?
Of course!
Really? I can do it!
That's right!
I'll find a way of making Saul happy. I know! Stars! When Saul sees the stars, he is happy. I'll take Saul to the observation deck. When Saul sees all the stars outside, he'll be happy again. Where are the stars? Oh, do you remember? The cloudy atmosphere on Uranus is so thick, it's almost impossible to see anything through it. Stars! Is there any way I can show Saul some stars? All we brought was Lifter, huge machine parts, and crayons for drawing. Can any of these things help me show Saul some stars? I can draw stars with crayons, like we did earlier. There's a star, there's a star, and there's a star.
I've drawn a star for Saul too.
That's a lovely star, Gil. Stars. Saul loves stars. Good night, Saul. Good night, Cosmo.
All finished. My gosh, it's full of stars.
Begin launch sequence.
Far from the sun, there's a blue-green world. It's called Uranus, and it's smooth, not swirled. It's the seventh planet. It's so far away. Cold, so cold. We saw Uranus today. And Cosmo learned something amazing today. The cloudy atmosphere on Uranus is so thick, it's almost impossible to see anything through it. Far from the sun, there's a blue-green world. It's called Uranus, and it's smooth, not swirled.
Stars. Mission complete.
People haven't been down onto Uranus yet, but everything you learned about Uranus today is absolutely real. Uranus is a bluey-green planet. It looks beautifully smooth and it's incredibly cold. And its atmosphere of clouds and gas is so thick, it's almost impossible to see through it. You wouldn't even see the stars at night. Isn't that amazing?
See you next time!
Taya went shopping with her father and her brother and her sister. She pushed the cart up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle. Taya said, "Sometimes my father doesn't buy good food. He gets bread, eggs, milk, cheese, spinach, nothing any good. He doesn't buy ice cream, cookies, chocolate bars, or ginger ale." So Taya very quietly snuck away from her father and got a cart of her own. She pushed it over to the ice cream. She put 100 boxes of ice cream into her cart. Taya pushed that cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and yelled, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food!" "Oh, no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. It will rot your teeth. It will lower your IQ. Put it all back." So Taya put back the 100 boxes of ice cream. She meant to go right back to her father, but on the way she had to pass the candy. She put 300 chocolate bars into her cart. She pushed the cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and yelled, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food!" "Oh, no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. Put it all back." So Taya put back all the chocolate bars. Then her father said, "Okay, Taya, I have had it. You stand here and don't move." Taya knew she was in big trouble, so she stood there and didn't move. Some friends came by and said hello. Taya didn't move. A man ran over her toe with his cart. Taya still didn't move. A lady who worked at the store came by and looked at Taya. She looked her over from the top down. She looked her over from the bottom up. She knocked Taya on the head, and Taya still didn't move. Katie said, "This is the nicest doll I've ever seen. It looks almost real." She put a price tag on Taya's nose that said $29.95. Then she picked Taya up and put her on the shelf with all the other dolls. A man came along and looked at Taya. He said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I'm going to get that doll for my son." He picked up Taya by the hair. Taya yelled very loudly, "Stop!" The man screamed, "Yeah! It's alive!" He ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 apples. A lady came along and looked at Taya. She said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I think I will buy this doll for my daughter." She picked up Taya by the ear. Taya yelled as loud as she could, "Stop!" The lady screamed, "Ah! It's alive!" She ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 oranges. Then Taya's father came along looking for his daughter. He said, "Taya, Taya, Taya, Taya? Is that you? Taya, what are you doing on that shelf?" Taya said, "It's all your fault. You told me not to move and people are trying to buy me." "Oh, come now," said her father. "I won't let anybody buy you." He gave Taya a big kiss and a big hug, and then they went to pay for all the food. The man at the cash register looked at Taya and said, "Hey, mister, you can't take that kid out of the store. You have to pay for her. It says so right on her nose, $29.95. "Oh, wait," said the father. "This is my own kid. I don't have to pay for my own kid." The man said, "If it has a price tag, you have to pay for it." "I won't pay," said the father. "You've got to," said the man. The father said, "No." The man said, "Yes." The father said, "No." The man said, "Yes." The father and Andrew and Julie all yelled, "No!" Then Taya quietly said, "Daddy, don't you think I'm worth $29.95? Well, of course you're worth $29.95, said the father. He reached into his wallet, got out the money, paid the man, and took the price tag off Taya's nose. Taya gave her father a big kiss and a big hug. Then she said, "Daddy, you finally bought something good after all." Then her father picked up Taya and gave her a big, long hug and didn't say anything at all. The end.
Pip the squirrel lives in fluffy gardens. Pip lives here, at Log Lodge, to be precise. Pip is a very small young squirrel who sometimes eats acorns. Acorns are very good for squirrels. But Pip would far rather be eating cake. Well, wouldn't you? Sometimes Pip won't eat her acorns just in case someone might bake her a lovely big cake with pink icing on top and cream in the middle. That sounds like a lovely cake, but it's not so good for squirrels. Our story begins one cold winter afternoon. Pip the squirrel was out for a walk in Blueberry Forest, crunching through the fresh snow that had fallen earlier that day. Pip loved the snow. She was just about to build a little snowman when Pertwee the bear cycled up to her. He carried a warm blanket. Pertwee is a very large bear, and he speaks very, very slowly. "Hello," he said. "Hello," squeaked Pip. Pip was very curious about the warm blanket. so she asked Pertwee about it. Pertwee explained that bears go for a big sleep all winter long, so they're all fresh and awake for springtime. He was on his way home to wrap himself up in his brand new blanket. Now, maybe you thought that squirrels sleep all winter long just like bears. Did you? Well, they don't. But Pip thought it sounded like a very good idea.
This winter,
She announced.
I will have a big sleep all winter long.
You might get hungry. Make sure you have plenty to eat, advised Pertwee.
Oh, yes, said Pip, because I might wake up hungry. I will gather lots of acorns.
Pertwee waved goodbye and cycled home. Pip finished building her snowman and then skipped off home. Back at Log Lodge, Pip put on her favorite pajamas and was just about to settle down for a very long nap when the doorbell rang. It was Pertwee.
Hello again,
whooped Pertwee. Pertwee thought that Pip might like to borrow his old blanket for her big sleep. It was old, but very warm.
Did you gather your acorns?
He asked. Well, Pip had forgotten all about gathering acorns. She had none. Pip was just about to tell Pertwee that she had forgotten when she stopped and thought.
Pertwee will think I'm terribly silly if I tell him that I forgot to gather acorns.
So Pip told Pertwee a little lie.
I gathered lots of acorns,
lied Pip.
but somebody took them.
Oh dear, exclaimed Pertwee, and decided to help her find some more. Pip felt very bad about telling Pertwee a lie, but she didn't want to seem silly. So, out in the forest, Pip and Pertwee searched here, there, and everywhere for some acorns. And that is when Rex the pig walked by with a very large bundle of acorns. Pertwee stormed up to Rex and shouted very, very slowly,
Did you take Pip's acorns?
Now, you know that Rex hadn't taken Pip's acorns, don't you? But Rex was frightened because Pertwee is such a big bear. So frightened that he dropped all the acorns.
Right,
shouted Rex as he ran away. Pertwee gathered up the acorns and gave them to Pip. He said goodbye very slowly and set off again. Pip took the acorns home to Log Lodge. In her warm, cozy house, in her favorite pajamas, and now with Pertwee's warm blanket, Pip went to eat one of the acorns. And then she thought of Rex. She remembered his frightened little face, and she began to feel terrible. She thought to herself,
I feel awfully unwell. This must be a bad acorn.
So she picked up another. Then suddenly she thought of Rex again. She picked up another, and can you guess what she thought of? Rex the pig. And that's when Pip realized she felt terrible because she had done something very bad. She had told Pertwee a lie and taken Rex's acorns. Pip had to tell Pertwee the truth and say sorry to Rex. She quickly ran outside, still in her pajamas. After searching here, there, and everywhere, Pip eventually found Pertwee and Rex. Poor Pertwee was very confused as Rex was trying to explain that he didn't take Pip's acorns. Pip quickly told him everything.
I'm terribly sorry for telling a lie,
squeaked Pip, and she gave Rex all his acorns back. Rex forgave Pip and even offered to share his acorns with her. That was very nice of Rex, wasn't it? Pip invited Rex and Pertwee back to Log Lodge for a cup of hot chocolate to make up for the trouble she had caused. After they had finished, Pip was so tired that she decided to have a little nap. In fact, they all decided to have a little nap. And so, Pip, Rex, and Pertree all fell asleep together in Log Lodge. And they woke up next spring.
Megan's father asked her to feed the pigs on her way to school. He said, Megan, please feed the pigs, but don't open the gate. Pigs are smarter than you think. Don't open the gate. Right, said Megan, I will not open the gate. Not me, no, sir. No, 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 no. So Megan went to the pig pen. She looked at the pigs. The pigs looked at Megan. Megan said, these are the dumbest looking animals I've ever seen. They stand there like lumps on a bump. They wouldn't do anything if I did open the gate. So Megan opened the gate just a little bit. The pigs stood there and looked at Megan. They didn't do anything. Megan said, these are the dumbest looking animals I've ever seen. They stand there like lumps on a bump. They wouldn't even go out the door if the house was on fire. So Megan opened the gate a little bit more. The pigs stood there and looked at Megan. They didn't do anything. Then Megan yelled, "Hey, you dumb pigs!" The pigs jumped up and ran right over Megan and out the gate. When Megan got up, she couldn't see the pigs anywhere. She said, "Uh-oh, I am in bad trouble. Maybe pigs are not so dumb after all." Then she went to tell her father the bad news. When she got to the house, Megan heard a noise coming from the kitchen. It went oink, 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 oink. That doesn't sound like my mother. That doesn't sound like my father. That sounds like pigs. She looked in the window. There was her father sitting at the breakfast table. A pig was drinking his coffee, a pig was eating his newspaper, and a pig was peeing on his shoe. "Megan!" yelled her father. "You opened the gate! Get these pigs out of here!" Megan opened the front door a little bit. The pigs stood and looked at Megan. Finally, Megan opened the front door all the way and yelled, "Hey, you dumb pigs!" The pigs jumped up and ran right over Megan and out the door. Megan ran outside, chased all the pigs into the pig pen, and shut the gate. Then she looked at the pigs and said, "You are still dumb like lumps on a bump." Then she ran off to school. Just as she was about to open the front door, she heard a sound. Oink, 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 oink. She said, "That doesn't sound like my teacher. That doesn't sound like the principal. That sounds like pigs." Megan looked in the principal's window. There was a pig drinking the principal's coffee, a pig was eating the principal's newspaper, and a pig was peeing on the principal's shoe. The principal yelled, "Megan, get these pigs out of here!" Megan opened the front door of the school a little bit. The pigs didn't do anything. She opened the door a little bit more. The pigs still didn't do anything. She opened the door all the way and yelled, "Hey, you dumb pigs!" The pigs jumped up and ran right over Megan and out the door. Megan went into the school. She sat down at her desk and said, "That's that. I finally got rid of all the pigs." Then she heard a noise. Oink, oink, oink. Megan opened her desk, and there was a new baby pig. The teacher said, "Megan, get that dumb pig out of here." Megan said, "Dumb? Whoever said pigs were dumb? Pigs are smart. I'm going to keep it for a pet." At the end of the day, the school bus finally came. Megan walked up to the door and heard something say, "Oink, oink, 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 oink." She said, "That doesn't sound like the bus driver. That sounds like a pig." She climbed up the stairs and looked in the bus. There was a pig driving the bus, pigs eating the seats, and pigs lying in the aisle. The pig shut the door and drove the bus down the road. It drove all the way to Megan's farm, through the barnyard, and right into the pig pen. Megan got out of the bus, walked across the barnyard, and marched into the kitchen. She said, "The pigs are all back in the pig pen. They came back all by themselves. Pigs are smarter than you think." And Megan never let out any more animals, at least not any more pigs.
One day, Tom was thinking about how much he'd like a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. He went out for a walk, but he just couldn't stop thinking about that slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey. After a while, he came across his good friend, the miller. Hello there, Miller. Do you have a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey for me? No. But I can give you a plain slice, and you can probably get a strawberry from the strawberry mouse. She has a huge field of strawberries. Tom thought this was a wonderful idea, so the miller gave him a plain slice of bread and they said goodbye. Off Tom went to find the strawberry mouse. Hello, strawberry mouse. Could you please give me one of your delicious strawberries?
Give? A strawberry? Never! All strawberries belong to me! All strawberries belong to me, I say. Who do you think you are? Do you have any idea how hard I worked to grow all these strawberries? I planted every single seed with my own 2 paws.
The crocodile remembered things rather differently. But the strawberry mouse still wasn't finished.
Go and plant your own strawberry if you think you're man enough.
Tom thought this was a wonderful idea. Well, how about you give me a strawberry seed, and if I manage to grow a strawberry, I can use your strawberry masher for free.
OK, let's spit on it.
Yes, let's spit on it. Tom found a nice sunny place in the field and he planted the seed. Then he sat down and waited. And he waited. And he waited. He waited so long that he got hungry and took a bite out of his bread. Tom, hang on. You still need your bread. By dawn, a huge strawberry had grown. Now it had to be turned into strawberry jam.
Ha! You again! You filthy, rotten strawberry thief!
No, I have my own strawberry this time. I just want to borrow your strawberry masher. That was the deal. The strawberry mouse had no choice. She had to let Tom use her strawberry masher. And now I'll stomp the strawberry.
I am an internationally renowned strawberry stomper, so stand back, I'll stomp the strawberry.
And with that, the crocodile stomped the strawberry into strawberry jam. Now then, if you give me some honey, I'll give you the rest of my jam.
Oh, OK. Let's spit on it.
Yes, let's spit on it. Hooray! Honey! Thanks very much! And so Tom finally had half a slice of bread with strawberry jam and honey, and it tasted just as good as if it had been a whole slice. And he spent the rest of the day in the strawberry field, thinking about nothing at all.
The zoo!
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting the zoo for the day.
Going to the zoo! Bing bong bing, bong bing boom, we're all going to the zoo!
Children, Are you ready to see all kinds of animals?
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
Today, we will be meeting wild animals.
Ooh.
But don't worry, the wild animals will be safely behind fences. A lion has escaped!
Hello, I'm Mr. Lion. Welcome to the zoo.
It is Mr. Lion, the zookeeper.
Hello, Mr. Lion.
You've picked a good time to visit. It's feeding time.
Ooh.
This way to the animals. Here are the tortoises.
Ooh.
We keep this gate shut so they don't run away.
They don't look like they could ever run. No, they're moving very slowly.
Yes, that's why they live to be so old.
How long do they live?
Tortoises can live 100 years.
Wow.
Now, feeding time. Who knows what tortoises like to eat?
Tortoises like to eat vegetables.
That's right. That's why we feed them lettuce.
Mr. Lion is feeding the tortoises lettuce.
But of course, children, not all animals eat vegetables.
That's right, Mrs. Wildebeest.
My name is Madame Gazelle.
Sorry, Gazelle, Wildebeest. For some reason, I always get those two mixed up.
Mr. Lion, what animal will we see next?
I'll give you a clue. It lives in water.
Is it a whale or a shark?
Oh, wait and see. Look carefully into the water.
I can't see anything. There's nothing in there.
Wait, I think I see something. Ah! Crocodile!
Hello, I'm Mrs. Crocodile. I'm the keeper in charge of the penguins.
Penguins!
Adorable, aren't they? And now it's their feeding time. Penguins eat fish.
Ooh. Penguins are very good at catching. And waddling. And they like to swim.
If you look through the glass wall, you can see the penguins swimming underwater.
Wow! They're really good at swimming.
Yes, that's why we have this fancy pool for them.
Very interesting. Thank you, Mrs. Crocodile and Mr. Lion.
It's our pleasure, Mrs. Wildebeest.
Gazelle.
Of course, yes, Gazelle.
What animal are we meeting next? I can see it. It's very tall. It's a giraffe. Yes, that's my dad. He's a keeper at the zoo.
Hello, I'm Mr. Giraffe.
Hello, Mr. Giraffe. What sort of animal are you looking after?
See if you can guess.
Look up there. There's a net. It must be a flying wild animal. It must be hiding, watching us, waiting to pounce. Ooh, butterflies.
Mr. Giraffe looks after the butterflies.
Is it the butterflies' feeding time?
Yes, and the butterflies get all the food they need from these flowers.
It is amazing they can live on just the food from flowers.
I wish I could get by just eating flowers.
Yes.
All this talk of eating has made me quite hungry.
Me too. Well, it's our feeding time now.
What's for lunch today, Mr. Lion?
Oh, lunch boxes for everyone. Sandwiches, fruit juice, and an apple.
Little picnics in boxes.
Tuck in, everyone.
Hooray!
Mr. Lion loves feeding time at the zoo. Everyone loves feeding time at the zoo.